नमस्कार, मी आहे आजय शोनाली आणि आज सिटी टॉक्स पॉडकास्टमध्ये आपले जे गेस्ट आहेत त्यांच्याबद्दल मला तुम्हाला एक गोष्ट सांगायची आहे की ते असे लीडर आहेत ज्यांनी कॉम्प्लेक्स चॅलेंजेसला अपॉर्च्युनिटीजमध्ये बदललं आणि फायनान्सच्या जगामध्ये त्यांनी स्वतःची एक वेगळी ओळख निर्माण केली, ज्यांनी नंबर्सच्या मागे केवळ मॅथ्स आहे असं न विचार करता विजन आणि स्ट्रॅटेजीजला देखील बघितलं आणि फायनान्स आणि स्ट्रॅटेजीच्या जगामध्ये त्यांनी नवीन स्टँडर्ड सेट केले. येस, आपल्यासोबत आहेत मिस्टर पुलकित गोयल, हनीवेल ऑटोमेशन इंडियाचे CFO आणि इंडिया कंट्रोलर. मागील 16 वर्षांपासून ते यांचा एक्सपिरियन्स आणि अर्थातच लीडरशिप स्ट्रॅटेजीज याबद्दल आपण जाणून घेणार आहोत आणि अर्थातच त्यांची ही जर्नी जी आहे ती अनेक ॲस्पायरिंग प्रोफेशनल्ससाठी इन्स्पिरेशन ठरणार आहे. चला तर मग लिडरशिप लेसन्स, फायनान्सचा इव्हॉल्विंग रोल आणि पुणे सिटीने त्यांना कसं इन्फ्लुएन्स केले ते जाणून घेऊयात आपण आजच्या सिटी टॉक्स पॉडकास्टमध्ये. माझ्या म्हणजे आजय शोनाली सोबत. हॅलो पुलकित.
Hi Sonali, Sonali, so nice to meet you and thank you for having me over. This is my first radio podcast, so it's really special for me.
Wow, exciting. कसं वाटतंय?
I feel very important today that I'm feeling like a famous Bollywood star or Marathi चित्रपटचा मोठा स्टार.
कलाकारासारखं वाटतंय ना. ओके, त्याबद्दल मला सांगा की हुज युअर फेवरेट स्टार मराठीमध्ये, हिंदीमध्ये, हॉलिवूडमध्ये?
सचिन सर.
सचिन पिळगावकर सर. ओके.
I haven't seen his Marathi movies, but I've seen him in Bollywood movies.
Wow.
And otherwise, I would say I like Hrithik Roshan and Abhay Deol.
क्या बात आहे. अभय देओलचा कुठला सिनेमा पाहिला होता ज्यानंतर तुम्ही त्याचे फॅन झालात?
I like actually all his movies, even Aisha I liked.
क्या बात आहे. ऑलराईट. आणि आता मला हे जाणून घ्यायचं आहे की तुम्ही आता पुण्यात आहात, पण तुमचं बालपण कुठे गेलं आहे? चाइल्डहुड मेमरीज काय आहेत? कुठल्या शहराला तुम्ही तुमचं होम टाउन म्हणतात?
That's a tough question, but let me first think about it. The way I spend my whole day, I feel like I live in a Dalal Street Wadi.
Oh.
With bears wearing Puneri pagdi, and bears having sip of chai at Vaishali, where favorite dishes are IPO dosas and dividend idli, and there are no traffic signals. You just have your at budget, on budget, or under budget. And at the evening, we meet at Temple of Tax, to see how much tax do we have to pay. But yeah, jokes apart, this has been my life. So I feel that, probably I live in this dazzling finance fantasy land. But in the real life, I am from Jodhpur.
Wow.
But this is my 9th residence. So I try to, and my family included, we try to adapt to the local culture. Now I'm in Pune. So try to behave like a Puneri.
क्या बात आहे. मग पुणेरी कुठला शब्द तुम्हाला खूप आवडतो? तर मराठीत सांगा आता. येतं तुम्हाला मराठी? मला कळलंय.
मी शिकतो. मी मराठी शिकतो. आय वुड से आय लव्ह द मोस्ट
कसं काय पुणे.
कसं काय पुणे. आणि वन मोर सेंटेन्स दॅट इज पुणे किथे
काय उणे. ॲक्च्युअली खरंच काहीच उणं नाही आणि तीच भारी गोष्ट आहे. पण मला हे जाणून घ्यावंसं वाटतं की आपके फैमिली में आपका पर्सनल सपोर्ट सिस्टम जिन्होंने आपके लाइफ को या आपके जर्नी को कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस किया है?
सो इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन और आई थिंक आप लोग की लाइफ में भी ऐसा हुआ होगा. सो मैं जॉइंट फैमिली में रहा जोधपुर में. सो मेरी लाइफ में पेरेंट्स का तो इन्फ्लुएंस था ही, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स का भी था, एंड my I would say big cousin family, not just my younger sister but also my cousins. So all of them played a different role. So I would say if I start with my cousins, they are very close to my heart, including my sister. So with them I learned how to lead and also kind of how to make peace with them, right? Sometimes you have to, and they really taught me negotiations, because there were 6 of them. With my grandparents, I would say I developed my moral compass.
Okay.
The things and the value system where I will not really compromise. With parents, my family, my wife and children, I would say they are to me anchor and safe harbor. So जैसे ship sea में चलता है, anchor actually gives it a comfort that कल को अगर आप bad weather में हैं, so anchor will protect you.
True.
And safe harbor is when ship is really tired, then it goes and sits at safe harbor, to kind of sometimes even cry, get angry, but safe harbor doesn't, feel anything bad. So actually it absorbs all the negativity and gives you the positivity back. I think this is how each one of kind of played different roles.
ओके ये सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगा कि जॉइंट फैमिली में से आप आते हो, क्योंकि आज हम देखते हैं तो न्यूक्लियर फैमिली सिस्टम देख रहे हैं, तो ग्रैंडफादर ग्रैंडमदर हमेशा उनके साथ हमारा एक इमोशनली जुड़ाव होता है. कहानियाँ अगर कोई सुनाता है तो वो होते हैं. डिड यू रिमेंबर एनी स्टोरी जो आज भी आपको लगता है कि आपकी करियर में आपको गाइड करती है कि हाँ उस वक्त दादू ने नानी ने वो बताया था, वो आज भी याद है?
ऐसे तो बहुत सारी स्टोरीज हैं. एक्चुअली इसके लिए मुझे जोधपुर और पुणे काफ़ी क्लोज लगता है. दे आर क्वाइट सिमिलर टू ईच अदर, वेरी स्पिरिचुअल इन नेचर. Also the cultural connect is very deep. So I don't know if any one of you have gone to Jodhpur ever, but you will see the architecture is still there. That same feeling you get in Pune. Maybe not so much in Baner, but elsewhere if you go and see, you can see the
city
connect.
area.
Now, what stories and I would say one thing that I learned from my dadi or grandma, we call her Bai. Just like Gujarati say ba, so we call it Bai. And from her was actually how to kind of respect as well as have discipline in life. So, for example, I can tell you, one very small thing. So, she said that whenever we step out, we wear the best of the clothes.
Correct.
But when we are sitting at home, nobody watches us. So, we have to be humble and grounded. So, when you enter the home, you need to leave all your fantasies behind
all
and be grounded. So we used to have food sitting at on the floor. But when we go out, we have the best food, best clothes, but inside we are humble and grounded. So that's something is still stayed
Very
with me and I
important.
try to follow.
Lovely. What does Pune mean to you personally? And Pune में आप रहते हो तो इसने आपके प्रोफेशनल जर्नी को कैसे शेप अप किया है?
So as I just said a few minutes ago, Pune Tithe Kai Une. So I think it's a city which is full of everything. I think something that you can't say that this is missing in Pune. So there's a lot of learnings that I have, and of course I enjoy my time with my family. So it's almost 5 years completed. So what kind of, I would say I love the most, there are 3-4 things that come to my mind. The first is the cultural connect. I can tell you I haven't seen I mean it's not that I've been to the world or all cities in India, but the connect with the culture is really amazing. For example, I've seen like the weddings that are performed.
Correct.
The Vedic systems are followed to the T. When I'd gone to one of the weddings, I've attended a couple of them now. I was really amazed the way the weddings are conducted. Likewise, Palki. It's amazing to see the spirit. It's going on for, I believe, 700 plus years, right? So also connect, the religious connect. And then, of course, the connect with the music. The Bhimsen Mahotsav that is kind of done.
Correct.
So really,
Bhimsen.
There are so many of them. And I would say, last but not the least, the festivals.
Yes.
And every festival has its unique color, unique flavor, the seasonal flavor, and it's like its own vibe. And it's like there is a prescription given, and everybody just follows without even reading the prescription.
This is the culture.
Yeah, this is what it is, and everybody just kind of follows. And I can give you one example. So on Dashera we do puja just like any other company and office. So I was asked to kind of break the nariyal. So there are a lot of course, support staff, office staff, and they wear uniform. But during Dashera, I was really amazed to see that they all changed their clothes.
Yes.
So like in that spirit, and it comes from within, which actually came back and told my wife that this is really amazing to see. So there are a lot of such learnings, I would say, and this for me also further solidifies my moral compass.
खूप भारी वाटलं सगळं जाणून घेताना. लुकिंग बॅक ॲट युअर जर्नी, व्हॉट वेर द डिफायनिंग मोमेंट्स दॅट शेप्ड यू इन टू द लीडर और व्हॉट यू आर टुडे?
Defining moment. So when I was in Jodhpur, I did my graduation from Jodhpur. And it's a very laid back, simple city, very social. Just like maybe Pune has changed but significantly now. And I think I was directionless. So then my grandmother was getting more anxious than I, that I don't know what this guy will do, I don't know if he'll ever be able to work or earn money. She actually decided that I should do CA, and she has not even studied.
Wow.
So she decided that I will take charge of his career. My dadi, my bai. And then she kind of course, connected with her relatives and say, okay, how she should be doing. I think for me, that was a defining moment. And
Amazing.
with that, I actually moved to Mumbai, the financial, hub of the country.
क्या बात है. अभी आप इतने बड़ी टीम को लीड करते हो, एक पोजीशन आपकी लाइफ में आपको मिली है. बाई की क्या रिएक्शन है? उन्होंने ये जब देखा तो वो मोमेंट कैसे उन्होंने चेरिश किया?
So unfortunately, she passed away, a few years ago. But then, of course, she saw me, completing my CA. So she was, of course, kind of very, very
How many
happy.
attempts?
Yeah, that you don't ask me. It's like, asking a lady the age.
Sorry. Okay, so भाई ने आपका देखा कि CA कंप्लीट कर लिया आपने.
Correct.
क्या बात है. तो मम्मा से ज्यादा बाई के साथ कनेक्ट है आप?
Yeah, you can say mama के साथ में भी I am a mama's boy for sure. But as I told you, मेरा ज़्यादातर टाइम मेरे समय जो है जोधपुर में ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के साथ में निकला है, तो उनके साथ में मेरी ज़्यादा क्लोज मेमोरीज हैं.
Lovely. Everyone faces setbacks, right? Can you share time when you failed or face big challenge? तो आपने bounce back कैसे किया?
So I don't know if I recall any big setback, but I'll tell you a very small story or anecdote from my personal life. So when I relocated in my previous organization to an international location, it was Istanbul.
Okay.
And that was my first expat assignment. So जब मैं वहाँ पे गया तो मेरा जो स्टाइल था, वर्किंग स्टाइल, वो was still very much Indian style. And in India, we have a different way of approaching to work, as you may know, a little bit hierarchical and, command and control. So I was actually, in my subtle mind still, applying that. And my boss, one day kind of called me that, there is a resignation from your team. So I was a bit kind of surprised at why. He said, yeah, that's why I'm also surprised why there is a resignation. And just to let you know that there was no Indian in my team at all. I had some 15 or 16 nationalities. And then he said, yeah, let me figure out and I'll call you back. He said, the team feels you are a micromanager.
Oh.
But I said, I didn't realize. I was feeling actually very bad. It was my first assignment. And he said, okay, let's have a conversation next day in office. And then I was quite dejected and I felt that, yeah, this is my first assignment. I'm working abroad and maybe I'm also feeling maybe the burden of the whole country and my city, that I'm leaving maybe a very bad impression about India in this city. He said, see, look, there is nothing wrong about it, but it is important that you adopt to the local culture and also the way people work here. For example, I can just kind of tell you, and I don't know, maybe you also feel it with your boss, that typically in India, when we assign or delegate a work, we will continue to kind of follow up. Okay, what's the progress? Can we just have a meeting? Kitna hua hai progress? Follow up. And then I think that's very normal. Nobody feels bad about it. But there actually, it's the other way around. Once you assign the work, you agree on a date, and then the work is expected to be done by so and so time. But one basic difference that I kind of noted, that they spend far more time on understanding the project or the task in the beginning.
Okay.
So the team will also ask a lot of questions. हमारे यहाँ पे normally when we get on to doing a work, okay ये करना है, चलो let's start. And then we correct it along the way. So
Correctly.
that was kind of something, maybe
Major
not
change.
a major change in my style, I would kind of put it, but it indeed was a setback for me because I had actually moved with my family and I said, oh, will I lose my job?
ओके बट आई थिंक इसकी वजह से आपका थिंकिंग चेंज हुआ होगा
Yes.
एंड आई थिंक आपने टीम को एक अलग तरीके से लीड किया होगा
Yes.
यू नो
Correct.
सो जैसे आपने कहा कि डिफरेंट नेशनलिटी के लोग वहाँ पे थे, तो कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है सरवाइव करना लॉन्ग टर्म?
So I think one thing that I learned during all this process was, I think, being open. So एक जैसे मेरे माइंड में ये था कि okay, if I know English, then maybe I'm a superhero or I know the world. But typically outside of India, there are very few countries which speak English fluently. This I didn't know. I have to acknowledge. And then you have to communicate in a language which everybody can understand. So this actually opened my perspective to actually not just respect the culture, but also respect the language. So actually then I started learning Turkish there. And one more thing that I realized, and probably I'm trying to do the same in Marathi as well, in Pune, that if you know 1,000 words of any language, you can survive.
Yeah, that's true.
So this I learned, and so this is how kind of I survived, and also respecting the culture. I can tell you another funny incident. So during lunch in Istanbul, everybody will be out of office because they go and have lunch outside. Normally we will go to the kitchen, open our dabba and have it. And I used to wonder that, imagine if this building is bombed during lunchtime, I'll be the only one who will get killed. So what I also realized over the time, because I used to bring my dabba, my wife was very nicely making it, and it used to get dead cold. Like, roti you have to use 2 hands to open and then have. Then I said, what am I doing? I am sitting during lunch time and I'm not even participating. Probably that's also an opportunity for me to get to know their culture.
Correct.
So after a few days or weeks, I actually started going with them.
Okay.
And it used to be a very elaborate lunch, by the way, 95 minutes or so. But yeah, so to kind of summarize, I think one needs to be kind of open wherever you go, and otherwise you will get really fixated with your own mindset and you need to gel.
Very well said. Pulkit, in your experience, what separates good leaders from great leaders?
So I think there is a very famous saying which reads as follows: that good leaders create followers, while great leaders make new leaders.
True.
And in fact, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had also said, and if I can just try to say it the way he had said, that fakta swatacha mahan banadya var laksh kendrit karu naka तर तुमच्या नंतर येणाऱ्या पिढीला प्रभावी नेते निर्माण करावा. So this is something, and imagine this was all said like several hundred years ago. So I think exactly this can still be kind of followed, and many business schools still teach the same thing, which
Correct.
Pune knew many years ago.
व्हेरी ट्रू, की स्वतः महान नेते बनण्यावरती फोकस करण्यापेक्षा तुम्ही इतर महान नेते घडवण्याचा प्रयत्न करा, आणि खूप कमाल शिकवण आहे. इनफैक्ट प्रत्येक आस्पेक्ट में, मतलब लाइफ के हर आस्पेक्ट में, फिर आप बिजनेस कर रहे हो, आप जॉब करते हो, योर पर्सनल लाइफ, उनके जो लेसन है अगर हम इम्प्लीमेंट करें तो लाइफ इतनी सॉर्टेड हो जाएगी कि हमें ना किसी थेरेपिस्ट के पास जाने की ज़रूरत है, ना किसी काउंसलर के पास जाने की ज़रूरत है, ना ही किसी मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर को सुनने की ज़रूरत है.
Correct.
Right?
And in fact, maybe I can say in my own words, I also say this, जो मेरा लीडरशिप प्रिंसिपल है, मेक योरसेल्फ रिडंडेंट. मतलब आप अपने आप को ऐसा तैयार करो कि आपकी ज़रूरत ना पड़े बाद में. Somebody is able to kind of take the reins.
बट पुलकित, ये एटीट्यूड नहीं होता है, क्योंकि लोगों को लगता है कि पोजीशन ये मेरे पास होनी चाहिए, लोगों ने मेरा सुनना चाहिए, मेरे बात की बात लोगों को, मतलब दे डोंट केयर, राइट?
I agree, but I think I won't just paint everybody with the same brush. There are many true great leaders as well, right? I mean, I won't call myself even a 1% of great leaders. Somebody also guided me, right? So that means there are such people
They influenced you,
exist,
right? अब लीडरशिप की बात चल रही है तो एज अ लीडर हाउ डू यू कीप योरसेल्फ एंड योर टीम मोटिवेटेड ड्यूरिंग टफ बिजनेस साइकिल्स?
So I think one very important thing, and I do very, very small things. So so one, what we have done, we realized that in our company we have something called Voice of Employee Survey.
Voice of Employee Survey.
It's nothing but an employee survey, and the couple of years ago the results were not very good, and people had a lot to say. Of course, they had written their nice comments. So I said that means people don't have a platform to communicate what do they want, what do they like, what do they not like. So what I did, I said, okay, we'll have a whiteboard, and I call it walk the wall. So हम हर 15 दिन में वहाँ जाके खड़े होते हैं, and it is basically to burst your emotions out, good, bad, or ugly. We said nothing about work we'll discuss, and then really the funny things came up. Yeah, this coffee machine is not good, or actually the laptop's cable plug, it would be good if it is here instead of there because my back aches. So what I realized that these are really small things, but they were bothering people.
True.
And I didn't do it to improve the score. I just want to be very, very clear. But basically, wanted to give people a platform, to kind of speak up. Other thing that we have done, of course, as a result of that walk the wall meeting, is that we have created a fun committee, and we actually choose the members, select the members by election. So 5 or 6 members, and then they will do all this, and thanks to Pune, we have so many opportunities to celebrate the festivals. So this is also another way to kind of wind down. Pressures will always be there.
True.
But this is a kind of a chance for us to, wind down, have fun, and be with everyone together.
क्या बात है, अमेजिंग. तो मैं एक जानना चाहती हूँ, आप आपकी पर्सनालिटी मुझे इंट्रोवर्ट लगती है. वो इंट्रोवर्ट से एक्सट्रोवर्ट है या नहीं? आई एम करेक्ट, यू आर इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सन.
I think I'll be introvert until I don't know the person, but afterwards I think
You're
I'll
in the
be
comfort
easy.
zone.
Yeah, correct.
ग्रेट. एक इम्पॉर्टेंट बात ये होती है कि जब हमारा काम शुरू हो जाता है, हम एक सर्टन पोजीशन पे आ जाते हैं, लोगों को हमारी तरफ देखने का एक पर्सपेक्टिव अलग हो जाता है. कुछ लोग बड़े आसानी से कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, कुछ लोग हेजिटेट होते हैं. तो आपको भी लगता है कि द इनिशियल टाइम जब आपने पुणे में आए तो एक हेजिटेशन था कि कैसे जाके बात करें, पता नहीं, समझ में नहीं आता है, एक्सप्रेस नहीं करता है, तो बोले या ना बोले, वो फेज था?
तो मैं पीक ऑफ कोविड पे आया था बिल्कुल यहाँ पे, एंड इनफैक्ट आई वाज हैप्पी दैट आई केम एट द पीक ऑफ कोविड इन पुणे बिकॉज आई कुड एक्चुअली get a little bit of relaxation in the quarantine rules that we had with. So actually we came directly on a Vande Bharat flight. But afterwards, as I kind of started to, visit office and talk to the people in our buildings, I think it started to get a little bit better. But then we did very small tweak in the way we were living. So my wife and I, we don't order some of our regular food stuff online. But actually we go to the Shetkari market, Saturday market in the evening, and we also like to negotiate, bargain,
You bargain?
Yeah, I mean, that's my job, right? So that way I think you kind of get more close to, I would say, the people and the culture. So yeah, that's very small things. They're not a very, very big change. But this is how kind of we try to feel the city.
पुण्यातल्या शेतकऱ्यासोबत बार्गेनिंग जमलं का?
Yeah, it is tough, but
कारण की तो बोलण्यामध्येच तुम्हाला म्हणतो की चालेल, राहू द्यात तुम्ही.
That is why my language, whatever I know, Marathi is good to do these shoppings also with the auto walas, taxi walas, and also I can get a nice
if you deal in
coffee.
Pune's shopkeepers, auto walas, then लाइफ में आप सक्सेसफुल की एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पर पहुंच गए हो, राइट? अच्छा, सी,
so I'll get an award today.
Yes, of course. We kept aside. सो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि हर जगह पे ना कस्टमर्स के लिए अप्रोच अलग होता है शॉपकीपर्स का. कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि हाँ आप आइए, आप ऐसे नहीं जा सकते. इन पुणे आपको एक डिफरेंट वाइब मिलेगी जब आप शॉपिंग के लिए जाते हो. ये है, इसमें से कौन सा लेना है लीजिए, अदरवाइज हमारे पास इतना ही है. तो ये कभी आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया जब आप शॉपिंग के लिए गए हो की जोधपूर में वहाँ पे कस्टमर्स को जाने नहीं देते और यहाँ पे ओके फाइन, ह्या तुम्हाला घ्यायचं असेल तर आमच्याकडे एवढंच आहे.
ऑनेस्टली मुझे तो कभी नहीं लगा. एंड मैं जब भी जाता हूँ तो आई थिंक आई वुड से 20-25 ग्राम में फ्री में स्वीट्स तो खा के ही आता हूँ उधर. I can give you the shop's name later because I keep on trying different ones. But I think nobody snapped at me or they were angry.
क्या बात है, हे स्पेशल स्किल्स आहेत ते आपण शिकलेच पाहिजे.
I will teach you.
Thank you. Having worked in global roles, what do you feel is unique about Pune's work culture compared to other cities?
One I think I would say is very very unique. चहा आणि चर्चा.
वाह वाह वाह.
So पुणेच्या खरं इंधन, right? So
पुण्याचं खरं इंधन.
Yeah, so that's something I would say very very unique. And I have seen in other city people taking smoke breaks.
Yeah.
They are tea breaks. So and believe me, people go outside the office to have tea.
Yes.
So
कटिंगची मजाच काही वेगळी आहे.
Correct. So this is something which is very very unique. So I also started doing it again. Maybe
With
another example to get close to the people and the culture. So people used to be surprised that why am I going out to have tea? I can get it in my room itself. That's one. Second, I think a lot of patience and I think the intellect that you see. It's a very very low profile city, but the potential, the knowledge and pride is really really immense here.
ट्रू, व्हेरी ट्रू, व्हेरी ट्रू. जाज्वल्य अभिमान आहे पुणेकर असल्याचा, असं तुम्हाला नेहमीच ऐकायला मिळालं असेल. आपने कहा कि आप आपकी टीम के साथ चाय ब्रेक के लिए नीचे जाते हो. सो यू आर अ कॉफी पर्सन और चाय पर्सन?
So right now I stopped both because I am on a I would say healthy drive.
Okay.
So but normally my favorite would be tea.
ओके नाइस. कारण कि एक्चुअली चाय जो है उससे बातें होती है, लेकिन कॉफ़ी से जो है कॉन्वर्सेशन बढ़ता रहता है, राइट?
Correct.
What are the biggest opportunities and challenges for Pune as it continues to grow as a metro? What do you think?
I think three things that I will see. One is the infrastructure development, and while a couple of projects, many more are in the announcement stage by the government and local authorities. But I feel that the pace can be a little bit faster because the growth of the city is faster, but the infrastructure is a little bit lagging
Correct.
behind. So I think both need to catch up. The second thing that I see, which I am kind of feeling, is the little bit of imbalance between environment and the city, like the waste management and also the green cover. I mean, they are much more learned and responsible people who I'm sure are taking care of it. But again, the growth versus the ecological balance that we need to bring, I think that's also a little bit lagging behind in my view. Third and the last thing I would say is kind of the traffic management.
Yeah.
So there I think probably it would make sense maybe to develop other hubs around the city, because I feel that city is really crumbling with the influx of people and the industries. I think something in my view needs to be kind of done. If these three things get addressed, it's gonna be probably number 3 already after Mumbai and Delhi.
आपने एक्चुअली काफ़ी सिटीज़ में अलग अलग कंट्रीज़ में भी काम किया है. इन इंडिया आपको क्या लगता है कि कौन सी सिटी ऐसी है जो इन मामलों में जो 3 पॉइंट्स आपने कहे उसमें दे आर ऑन ट्रैक?
That's a bit tough one. Traffic, I don't think any city, and I'm starting from the last point, any city that checks the box, maybe Delhi to some extent. I think it is not as bad as I would
But
say
in Delhi, pollution is high level.
Correct. So yeah, that's where I was
In the
kind of coming
Bangalore,
to.
the traffic and the same weather problem.
Correct. So environment wise, I would say I think probably Jodhpur and other smaller cities like even Indore.
Indore, I think Indore is always best in, I think first also in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also.
Correct.
They are, sustain their number.
Correct. And I heard even Nagpur is kind of also doing very, very well. The other thing on infrastructure, I would say again, probably Nagpur will steal the crown here as well. I think that's probably is able to keep the pace with both growth and the requirements of the citizens.
Amazing. How do you see Pune's global standing evolving and being an education city to an emerging corporate and innovation hub?
So kind of as I mentioned that Pune has a very nice mix of industrial technology as well as financial service centers, which is a very, very rare mix. You will not find in many cities having all the three major industries which are the growth drivers it kind of one place. For example, if you go to Mumbai, you won't find industrial hubs there, but probably it will check box on financial technology and the services and of course corporate headquarters. If you go to Bangalore, probably again not all the boxes would get checked. So from that perspective, I think the nice ecosystem is kind of already available. And Pune, in my view, when I kind of talk to many international folks and colleagues, I can tell you that normally always when I start my introduction saying I'm so and so, and then I'm living in Pune, which is 150 kilometer. I say always southeast of Mumbai. They say you don't have to tell I've traveled there. So by the way, Pune's airport is also like seventh largest in the country. So as I always say, it's like a very low profile, but with very solid foundation. And I think you mark my words, in next 10 years, it's gonna significantly change.
Pulkit, being a CFO of a large listed company can be all consuming. मैं जानना चाहूँगी कि आपका personally mental work कैसे वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस कैसे होता है, आपके कोई रिचुअल्स है या रूटीन है जिससे आप वर्क मोड से आप थोड़ा सा ऑफ हो जाते हो, recharge yourself?
So a couple of things that I try to do. One is meditation.
Wow.
Without that, I can tell you just cannot survive. So it's not that I really do it every day, but I at least make sure that I get at least 10-15 minutes of me time. And it's not very great. I just close my eyes, and there's so many things that come into my mind, and that's a very good reset. Second could be a little bit funny, but going shopping, as I said, Lakshmi Road, Juna Bazaar, just doing shopping, with my wife, bargaining, returning, what we bought last weekend, for some crack, and it's fun, to kind of also let it go. I think you need to be in that natural environment, right?
Very
not
true.
try to do it artificially. And third is playing really old songs. That kind of calms me down, though my children just hate those songs. But so these are the three ways I try to do sometimes a mix and match and try to calm myself down.
क्या बात है, म्यूजिक की बात आपने की है तो आई एम श्योर 90s म्यूजिक?
No. It's 80s music.
80s music, wow.
I'm not that old, by the way, but still I like it.
Okay, tell me your favorite song.
There are many, but like मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू, आई रुत मस्तानी कब आएगी तू.
वाह,
I forgot.
कोई बात नहीं, बट अब बात निकली है सपनों की रानी की, तो जो आपकी पार्टनर है, लव मैरिज, अरेंज मैरिज?
So राजस्थान में तो अरेंज मैरिज होती है, but it was arranged, we converted into love.
वाओ, लवली. तो जब पहली बार हम एक दूसरे से मिलते, जैसे आपने कहा कि एक तो जॉइंट फैमिली में से आना है, अरेंज मैरिज था, तो अभी कॉन्वर्सेशंस अलग होते हैं, राइट? एक 6 month का पहले ट्रायल होता है, उसके बाद डिसाइड करते हैं. दैट टाइम क्या कॉन्सेप्ट था?
So वही था exactly जो आपने बोला 6 की जगह थोड़ा 9 months था and our parents were not in favor.
Okay.
They said 9 months will not
बहुत ज़्यादा हो
allow.
रहा है।
बहुत ज़्यादा है ये, फिर इन लोगों का माइंड चेंज हुआ तो और प्रॉब्लम। So but we had a very long courtship period.
Yeah.
There was a very unique problem we had, and you can relate it with Abhiman movie, Amitabh Bachchan's.
Yes.
So my wife is a CA, also a CS, and an MCom.
Oh.
And I am just a BCom and a CA. So my parents said, we don't want fight later that I am more qualified and you are less qualified, and so but to be very honest, all these things, good that I think they called those things out, but yeah, she is a very, very great partner. She is a great sounding board, much wiser than I am, and a solid a pillar. So I'm really lucky to have, I would say, very good family support, and she has been an additional support there.
आपके लिए हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप के लिए क्या ग्रीन फ्लैग्स है?
ये भी मैंने मेरी वाइफ से ही सीखा है कि जब एक गुस्सा कर रहा हो तो दूसरे को चुपचाप सुनना चाहिए।
लिस्टर बनना है।
Yes, so एक बार ऐसे ही हुआ था, हम लोग का झगड़ा हुआ था बहुत, and I was of course very angry. And next day, so she didn't say anything, and then of course I calmed down. Next morning she said, "What you said yesterday, I didn't like." So next morning it was her turn to kind of. So I think I would say that's one thing, and second, I won't call it a compromise, but I think you need to have an understanding of each other. The likes, dislikes, and that you kind of understand. Nowadays we probably won't even say, but she will understand what I like and how, what is the mood that I am in, and so is the case with me. So I think gradually you start to develop those things.
क्या बात है। So आप CFO, right? फाइनेंस ये आपका कोर जॉनर है, तो फाइनेंस की जब बात निकलती है तो स्कूल टाइम में कितना पॉकेट मनी मिलता था? आपकी वो पिगी बैंक थी, पैसे सेव करते थे, या अरे जाके हम खर्च करेंगे, कुछ लेकर आएंगे, क्या एटीट्यूड था?
So yeah, 10 rupees मिलते थे मुझे, और उससे आपको नाश्ता करने के लिए जो ब्रेक होता था, तो we used to have just like वड़ा पाव, we used to have
कचौरी,
मिर्ची वड़ा, and a bread. So we used to have bread and a mirchi vada. So that is what we kind of used to have. But honestly speaking, we never felt that 10 rupees was a lot.
Yes.
And we would then also share, and maybe I'll spend during lunchtime, and in the evening my friend will shell out his 10 rupees. So, but I never complained.
क्या बात है? And the piggy bank वाला thing, पैसे सेव करते थे?
Yes. So उसमें kind of coins डाल के फिर बाद में उसको तोड़ते थे, मिट्टी का वो बना हुआ रहता था, clay, and then of course when we will count it will be really very small sum.
50 rupees, 100 rupees, but still उसका मज़ा अलग होता था कि ये पिगी बैंक भर जाएगा ना, तो मैं इसमें से वो लूँगा जो हमारे बजट के बाहर होता था, बट स्टिल वी फील कि ये मतलब ये मेरी डिमांड है। और आई यूज टू वेट फॉर द रिलेटिव्स कि कब घर पे आएंगे, ताकि वो पैसे देते थे, वो डाल देते ना, तो छूते थे, तो कुछ मिलेगा।
तो यहाँ पुणे में भी मैंने ये नहीं देखा, पर जोधपुर में तो बहुत है। So giving money and envelopes, a lot of exchange. So yeah, of course my children also look forward to it. But पुणे में मैंने नहीं देखा ऐसा।
नहीं, पुणे में शब्दों का आशीर्वाद दिया जाता है। बट ये आपने कहा कि ये कल्चर एक्चुअली नॉर्थ साइड में भी बहुत ज़्यादा है। इनफैक्ट हैदराबाद में भी मैंने देखा है, वहाँ पे भी है। पुलकित, what or who has been your biggest source of inspiration outside of work?
One person, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, you may know him. I mean, he doesn't need an introduction for sure. I like his calm posture, and at a very young age he took over such a large, diversified empire of Aditya Birla Group, and the way he not only turned that business around but also added new age businesses like telecom, technology, financial services. So I think he's, for me, a great source of inspiration, and sometimes I kind of watch his videos to learn few things when I'm a little bit down or need motivation.
Nice. और कोई ऐसा है आज हम जिन्हें देखते हैं आपको लगता है कि इनसे मेरी मुलाकात हुई कुछ ऐसी पर्सनालिटीज़ होती है जो हमारे बकेट लिस्ट में होता है कि इनसे एक बार मिलना ही है, तो ऐसा कोई है
ऐसा
इन योर फील्ड और
मेरे फील्ड में आई थिंक आई वुड से मे बी मिस्टर कुमार मंगलम बिरला, इफ ही इज ट्यून्ड इनटू रेडियो सिटी Marathi, and if he says yeah okay Pulkit come tomorrow I'll meet you, that would be a nice date to have.
वाओ, होप फॉर द बेस्ट. हम कोशिश करेंगे कि ये बात उन तक पहुंच जाए.
Sure, thank you very much.
Looking back, is there a personal moment or life lesson that has stayed with you and guided your professional choice?
So I would say when I cleared my CA in year 2005, that time financial services sector was booming a lot in the country, and most of the employment opportunities were there in that sector, and I chose a path of going to industrial companies or manufacturing companies. Initially I had seen a lot of setbacks, but today you'll find actually very, very few people are actually there in that sector. So the decision that I had taken early in my career to be with this manufacturing sector has been, in my view, I would say, a great step and also a great learning opportunity for me. One main reason for that is because industrial sector in India has been there for several years, and it was also lacking succession planning. And as I just mentioned about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's statement, right, that you need to create new leaders. And
true.
I felt that if I can get to work with those great leaders and hopefully rub goodness on me, and it will help me become something better. So I think that was one decision which I had taken. That also played a big role in my growth today.
If not finance, what career path do you think you might have taken?
I would be doing, in my view, probably the chat shows, kind of like you. I'm a little bit of a social person, so also more creative, on the creative side. In fact, I have made a nice poster. I'll kind of share it with you. The finance fantasy land.
Oh,
so I'll share it with you afterwards. So I would have been on the creative side. Maybe doing some shows like this, or really making some art or painting. Very difficult to say what I would do now, but I think I would have been in some creative field.
क्या बात है. फाइनेंस में होने के बावजूद हमेशा लोज एंड हाइज देखना है, बट उसमें क्रिएटिविटी के लिए कुछ नहीं होता है. वहाँ पे कोई बाउंड्रीज नहीं होते हैं. एक पेंटिंग देखते हैं, उसमें कुछ लोग कहने वाले कहेंगे कि ये क्या ब्रश इधर से उधर करके रखा है, बट जो आर्टिस्ट होगा वो कहेगा कि नहीं, इसमें मुझे ये नज़र आ रहा है. तो उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि आपके फील्ड में क्रिएटिव होना ये आपको कितना हेल्प करता है?
क्रिएटिविटी accounting or finance is not a very good thing, because you cannot be creative. You have to be within the governance and compliance boundaries. So you can't say I thought I'll be creative today with this number, and that's why I just presented. But creativity does help in finding solutions to the problems and thinking outside the box. I think that definitely helps, like solving real life business problems.
If you have big transition in your career, what advice would you give to someone who is afraid of taking risk or stepping out of their comfort zone?
So, Punam shikwaila nai, shikaila yetam. So, I cannot, tell the city, how or what it needs to do better. It's already a great city and great inspiration for me. But one thing that I can kind of definitely say is that small tweak is what we seek. I think this is what I always try to say. So for me, it's in very simple words, continuous improvement. So think of doing something better than yesterday. This is a mantra which I kind of try to follow, and I'm sure everybody knows this is nothing new. This would be the takeaway from my professional life.
अमेजिंग सर. कॉन्वर्सेशन के अब इस मोड पर हम आ गए हैं कि हमें फटाफट जवाब सुनने हैं. रैपिड फायर राउंड स्टार्ट हो रहा है पुलकित के साथ. योर गो टू स्ट्रेस बस्टर आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग डे?
Playing with my children.
लवली. ईमेल और व्हाट्सएप? What gets faster replies from you?
Emails.
If not your current role, what career would you choose?
I will be making paintings.
Wow, interesting. One number that always excites you apart from your CTC.
7.
Your morning fuel, chai, coffee or a board meeting.
Warm water with lemon.
Sunset or sunrise.
Sunrise.
The one financial decision you are most proud of.
Maybe investing in my house.
Describe Pulkit in one word.
Emotional.
Okay. Jodhpur or Pune.
That's a tough one. Pune.
लवली. खूप छान वाटलं हे जाणून घेताना. आणि आता पुढच्या सेगमेंटकडे. दिस इज अनदर सेगमेंट येस नो. तो क्वेश्चंस आपके पास आएंगे, देखते हैं क्या जवाब सुनने मिलता है, देखने मिलता है. Do you sometimes check your emails on vacation?
No.
Have you ever judged someone by their email grammar?
Yes.
Do you binge watch web series?
No.
Do you avoid unknown numbers?
Very much yes. Not. I mean, very much no.
Are you active on social media?
Only on LinkedIn. So maybe I'll keep it in the middle.
Have you left the movie theater midway just because the movie was boring?
No, I always recover or वसूल my money.
मैं वही कहते हैं, पैसा दिया है पूरा वसूल होना चाहिए. Do you enjoy long board meetings?
No.
Do you like pets?
Yes.
Cat person, dog person?
I would say dog. I like loyalty.
So true. Thank you and you played well.
Thank you.
सिटी टॉक्स पॉडकास्ट में अब है हमारा वो सेगमेंट जहाँ पे हम बातों से नहीं इमोजीज से बात करेंगे. एंड पुलकित, इमोजी गेम के लिए आपके लिए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बजट कट्स. ओके. पुणे कॉलेज क्राउड एनर्जी. वाओ. GST अपडेट्स.
Boring.
Cutting chai in the rain.
Love.
क्या बात है. Ordering food online and forgetting to apply coupon. ऐसा होगा नहीं, पैसा वसूल वाला.
Yeah, that is true. That would be. I would actually, I would say, call the customer care and tell them, can you please give me
Okay,
the
tell me,
cashback?
होता है ऐसा कभी customer
बहुत
call?
बार होता है.
Pulkit, really, do you have time to talk to customer care?
So yeah, so I think on the weekends, this is a stress buster, right?
HR emails with Fun Friday.
Always.
ओके, मुझे एक बात बताइए कि HR की ऐसी कौन सी एक्टिविटी थी जो आपको लगा कि ये क्या करवा के ले रहे हैं?
So मेरे HR कोलीग को मत बताना, बस वही है. बट आई थिंक HR का जो एक रिमाइंडर जो आता है हमेशा कि ये ट्रेनिंग आपकी कंप्लीट नहीं हुई है, कैन यू प्लीज फिनिश इट, अदरवाइज वी विल एस्केलेट इट टू योर मैनेजर. दैट इज समथिंग आई थिंक दे डू इट रियली वेल एंड इट इरिटेट्स मी.
क्या बात है. आपका फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट है, इसके अलावा कौन सा डिपार्टमेंट आपको लगता है कि या उसमें आपको जाना अच्छा लगेगा, वो एक्सप्लोर करना चाहेंगे आप?
आई वुड से मार्केटिंग एंड सेल्स.
खूप छान वाटलंय मला. आणि इमोजी राऊंड सुद्धा मस्त 10 on 10 असं आपण नक्कीच म्हणूयात. खूप भारी वाटलं. फॅन्टॅस्टिक टाईम पुलकित. थँक्यू सो मच. तुम्ही तुमचा वेळ आम्हाला दिलात आणि तुम्हाला जाणून घेण्याची संधी दिली. मजा आली.
थँक्यू सो मच. शो सोनाली. आली शो सोनाली.
थँक्यू. माझा शो अगदी मन लावून ऐकलेला आहे तुम्ही.
थँक्यू सो मच फॉर हॅव्हिंग मी ओव्हर.
थँक्यू. प्रत्येक यशस्वी माणसाच्या मागे त्याचा स्ट्रगल असतो, त्याने घेतलेली मेहनत असते आणि त्याच्यावरती झालेले संस्कार हे देखील तितकेच महत्त्वाचे असतात. आज सिटी टॉक्स पॉडकास्टमध्ये आपल्यासोबत होते हनीवेलचे CFO मिस्टर पुलकित. त्यांचा लाईफ चेंजिंग प्रवास जो आहे तुम्ही ऐकलेला आहे. इन्स्पायरिंग जर्नी होती आणि निश्चितच यातनं तुम्हाला बऱ्याच गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या घेण्यासारख्या आहेत. तुम्ही नेमकं काय घेणार आहात ते खाली कमेंट्समध्ये आम्हाला जरूर सांगा आणि पुढच्या एपिसोडमध्ये कोण येणार आहे हे जाणून घेण्यासाठी सबस्क्राईब करा रेडिओ सिटी मराठी. माझ्या म्हणजे आजी शोनालीसोबत पाहत रहा सिटी टॉक्स पॉडकास्ट.